Glory in the light of the Radiant One. Glory in the light of the Radiant One. Glory in the light of the Radiant One. This is Celestine Iisha Star. It's 4:44 a.m. And I am holding space in my heart for the world. I'm so excited. Today is 10/21/21. I was awakened at this time to share with you a transmission from Commandor Tanandor. He speaks of pureness, of radiant glory, and the time to come, which in our time and space will be 11/11/21. For those who translate that into calendar days, 11/11 is November the 11th in the year 2021. So I will speak to you in this transmission so that you may prepare for the most glorious moment, for I have seen and they have shown me the time to come. Greetings, this is Commandor Tanandor. It is with great illumination and honor that we present to you information for all of humanity. It is coming now, the shift for the human seed consciousness to once again align to their true illuminated selves. There has been vibrational frequencies that have enabled humanity to specifically focus on the existence within your dimensional field called Earth. We call it the greening area. It was created to enable resources of living and places of wisdom and learning. For the past 10,500 years of time and space in Earth years, humanity, or the human seed consciousness, Earthkin, have lived and developed. You have lived and developed so that your purposeful function and quality could be revealed without much interference. Know that the reversed ones who were once again allowed to come and live upon your earthly dimensional field came forth into your existence once again during that period of 10,500 years. The reverse ones, known for their need to control and to create genetic hybrids and engineerings, the need to interfere with the original human seed consciousness and to take their place as leaders and enactors of others' lives, and is now in a place where their purpose and function is so overlaid with the purpose and function of most humans within the greening area that an intervention by the Radiant One is to come on November the 11th, 2021. The frequency of 111121 will be so extraordinary. Know that the pouring forth of radiant vibrations so glorious, it will break the barriers set up by those of reverse consciousness. And understand that reverse consciousness is now within the human seed genome. It has been for certain ones, not for all human seed consciousness, but for certain ones that have been reincarnating or incarnating into biological units that have receptors that will and can be activated by the reverse ones from that time in the early genetic experiments before the barrier of 10,500 years ago, in which the separation between the pure human seed consciousness and some hybrid human seed consciousness and the star kin. Understand that there are receptors from that time period when the reverse ones chose to do genetic experimentation as they are now in this time and space within your earth existence. And so those who incarnated into the lineage of the genome that has these receptors, they were activated. And so through the thousands of your earth years, this activation then turned on, and slowly you have the energies of those who would want to command and rule the kingship. Once again, those who came from other planetary systems, you call the Babylonians. There are some who come, such as those, the Romans, those who are conquering in nature within your human seed consciousness history are those who have taken on the reverse consciousness. You now have governments of the world, almost all of them, who are being led by consciousness of a reversed nature. You have the beings from different planetary systems who are of reverse consciousness that have penetrated through the barrier that was set up, the life barrier 10,500 years ago, so that humanity would be able to evolve on their own as much as possible. This was not an imprisonment, for if any human seed conscious chose to reconnect with the star kin, with their galactic consciousness lineage, their celestial lineage, it was always open. The gateways were open. The different portals kept open by shamans, kept open by nature forces, kept open by those who practiced the arts of spirituality. And so it has never been a prison of enslavement by the Radiant One, who is expressing its own life through every second of existence. And in this world of human seed consciousness, the earth world with animals and plants, everything that you are experiencing are all expressions of the Radiant One, including the reversed consciousness, emanations, and those beings are all expressions of existence. It is time now for the shift in which humanity becomes realigned, reopened, reintegrated with its celestial consciousness, with its galactic consciousness, this dimensional field will once again be without its barrier. And so the integration of off-planet, off-dimensional fields, multi-dimensional intelligences, integrating and associating with humanity begins. It has begun some time ago in your Earth years, 100,000 years ago. All were one. 10,500 years ago, there was the separation. Only if one needed could one go through the veil, as you call it. 10,500 years ago was the beginning of the Simprith, the divine plan. 2,500 years ago, the first of the illuminated ones began to come onto the planet. And so those who would specifically take humanity and to a place of higher evolved consciousness, the ones who came before 2,500 years, although they were called the avatars, they brought the awareness that other illuminated intelligence existed. Their teachings were then brought through by incarnated higher intelligences to slowly give the teachings and the understandings that others can obtain to these levels. But it was not until 2,500 of your Earth years ago that the actual incarnations and the emanations of intelligences that are from other dimensions began to have permission to come in and interact with your human seed consciousness beings. You have now enough understanding, and the synapses of the human is awakening, and there is an opportunity for those who are prepared, or those who are able, sensitive, willing to receive and be activated in your celestial consciousness. Know that everyone in your planetary system, everyone in the Ssheta, the whole Milky Way, will receive the outpouring of the Radiant One, sending out from the core of creation out into all reality. Feel my words. They are of truth, love, harmony, balance, compassion. Feel the words of what I say. For the vibrational frequency of the Creator will pour forth in the emanation of radiant glory upon all who exist within the field of their existence. The field of existence goes beyond the Ssheta, the Milky Way. Let us call it the cosmic field of existence. Those receiving the energies, even the reversed ones, have an opportunity to come into the unified consciousness of oneness again. This is a radiant pulse that comes forth from all that is, from the Radiant One themselves. On the morning, beginning in the early morning, you call it in human seed consciousness, the outpouring shall begin. The early morning we are looking at before dawn, before the sun rises. We will give you a moment of time and space as those who need to set purposeful timing in the dawning of the morning, 444, will begin the emanation. As it pours forth, it will awaken, and the full strength of the emanation can be felt at 11:11 on the day of 11/11/21. The portal gateway will come through the chakra system from the internal fields within to without and pour downward, down through the chakra system, through the body, as it enters through the seventh chakra into the physical body. Know that it shall pass through the gateways of the energetic, the etheric, and the energetic bodies of humanity, and all things upon the earth, trees and animals, rocks, all things will receive this beautiful, glorious, radiant energy. Know that it will enable the synapses to break the shield code that has held you as only a human sea consciousness, for it is not necessary any longer. The abilities for you to rise in awareness and awaken will be at that moment, should you choose. Even with your shield removed, even with the barrier removed, if it is your purpose and function to remain in the state of humanness only, then it shall be. For those who are opening to full enlightenment, to understand you are starseed, your star seed consciousness, then let it be so as the emanation moves down through the chakras, past the synapses, through the chakras of your third eye, as you speak of in human seed consciousness, down through the throat, into the heart, awakening as seed DNA, going in and activating all the way down through the power center, creative, sexual centers, and the survival life center. It will anchor all the way through your embodiment, through into the earth. There is no one that can prevent this from happening, but it is your will that will open fully to this present moment. With the opening of the emanation of self, the star being, then you will be representative of earth. You are always the tone of earth. The earth has its own tone, and should you will it be so within your own existence, you will then be in full association with all of the cosmos and the intelligences that have prepared themselves to be your guide and guardian into this new awakening of galactichood, will be available to communicate and be present with and begin the relationship with your starkin. The Simprith, or divine plan, is now in full activation. There is much to learn, and we will bring once again more transmissions encoded especially for you, humanity, human seed consciousness. But know that once you are open to bring your consciousness to the heavenly realms of celestial beings who are there in benefit of the whole of creation, you may call them the celestial ones, for in bringing your consciousness to the highest vibrational frequency of love, truth, harmony, balance, and compassion. Bring your focus into your heart and ask for the connection of the celestial ones, those who are benefit to the all, to come forth and communicate with you, and they will. The vibration is a pureness, you will know it. And we are excited that those who are ready will awaken to the glorious illumination of their celestial selves. And from there, your envisionings and your will then be a large part of the recreation of the earth into galactichood. More will come. We are complete. This is Commander Tanandor speaking to you on behalf of the High Spiritual Council. In all grace, we say, peace be on your way, and glory in the light of the Radiant One. I take a breath, and we completed this transmission. It is wondrous and glorious. I am so excited. The transmission was completed at 5:09 a.m. And so my love is with you. The light is upon you. We go to prepare now. Prepare yourself for those who've been asking. The time has come. And the glory of the Radiant One now steps in and overrides the shadowing that has been with Earth for so long. I am so, so excited. And I'm excited for you and myself and for all of us who have been waiting. The amplitude of our consciousness they have shown us as we focus, laser focus our vision. It's going to be so important. My love, is with you at this moment. I am bursting with excitement. So I'll see you there, 11/11/21. Blessings to you all. This is Celestine Iisha Star. Blessed be, glory in the light of the Radiant One. Peace be on your way.